We are here to cover a topic that we've wanted to make a video about for a really long time.
And a lot of people also asked them.
That's true. But we also have been avoiding making a video about it for a really long time. It's not unusual for Eva to share a recipe with you guys that maybe requires some kind of weird, special, niche Italian ingredient that isn't easy to find outside of Italy, but we put a lot of effort and thought into trying to find the closest substitute that you guys can use.
Or adapt sometimes.
Yeah. Well, there's one ingredient that, as Eva said, a lot of people write to us and ask us about because it's very popular and common in Italian cuisine. And it's also an ingredient that is very easy to find in, say, America, where most of you are from, according to the statistics and demographics. I imagine Canada is in a similar boat. I don't know about the UK, I'd be curious to know. The problem is that even though you can find this ingredient in Italy and in North America, they are completely different. They are not interchangeable, and there is no substitute.
No, the ingredient is the dish.
Now, even though we know that most of you watching, there is unfortunately nothing you can do, and you might not be able to recreate these recipes at home, but because a lot of people asked, we are here today to not only have Eva share some Italian recipes with us, but also to explore the problem of the artichoke. Look at that.
It's amazing.
It's beautiful.
It's so beautiful.
I can't wait to eat you. What a big, beautiful bowl of carciofi.
This is for sure, the flower that I like the most in all the world.
Oh yeah, it is a flower, isn't it?
It's a flower. So if someone should give me, how do you say, a bunch?
A bouquet?
A bouquet of flowers, please give me a bouquet of carciofi because I'm more than happy. For most of our audience, maybe this seems a little bit strange because it has the stem. All the artichokes, as you can see, they have leaves, but this is the way in which an artichoke should be. Keep in mind that we in Italy, we eat also the stem, and actually we eat also the leaves. What we need to do now is clean all of them. When you clean artichokes, it's very important that you have some lemon close to you, because the artichokes, they become black, brown very quickly when you clean them. So you need some lemon to avoid this process that is more or less oxidation. Here I have a bowl of water, and in this water I will squeeze a couple of lemons. Another thing that is very important when you clean artichokes is that you put on a pair of gloves, because otherwise your hands will be black. We remove the leaves that we are not going to throw away. So I keep on the artichokes a little bit of the stem. With the other one, what I do is I peel it to remove the tough part. And once you removed all the skin, you cut the stem in half and put in the water. You need to remove, and those actually are petals, all the petals until you reach the soft part. And you understand also because it starts to change color. From a very greenish petal, it starts to become, as you can see, more yellowy. You can see that here is yellow, which means that is the tender part, but here is still green. So what we do, with a knife, we cut the green part. We are not done yet because we need to peel this part. And this is your clean artichoke.
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 It will be artichokes because we have more to do, right?
And what you do, once it's clean, you put in acid water because otherwise it will become black. As I said before, we don't throw the leaves away. We clean the leaves and we keep the stem like this. We remove all the leaves part and then, like before, in water. If the artichokes that you're going to cook are good artichokes, fresh, in season, keep in mind that there isn't anything that you need to remove from the inside. Or that part that in Italy we call barba del carciofo. Usually, yes, it's when you open you have all that, I don't know, like
tough fibrous part.
See, that you should remove, but because those are in season, you don't have. Now is the moment to season the artichokes, and we are going to use a very simple ingredient, which means garlic, parsley, black pepper and salt. Nothing else. And we need to very in a delicate way to open them. So you need to do something like that. And then inside we put parsley and garlic.
So you're just trying to kind of stuff it in between all the different petals, right?
So they can give some flavor. Now that the artichokes, they don't have flavor by themselves. Black pepper.
Black pepper?
Black pepper, what I said.
I think you said black pepper.
Black pepper, salt, and then we squeeze the artichokes back. And we place it upside down in our pot. Now we collect all the stem that we cleaned and we can just place into the pot a little bit of extra black pepper, salt, the rest of garlic and parsley, olive oil, I'm going to add some water. We cover and we cook them on a medium-low heat until you can insert a knife easily into the artichokes. That is the sign that your artichokes is cooked. It will take at least 30-45 minutes. A lot depends from the artichokes, because if they are really tough, you need longer. Keep an eye on the water while your artichokes are cooking, because if it dries out too much, you don't want to burn them. So you need to add just a little bit of water, but just a little bit.
So this was, I think, the very first artichoke dish you ever introduced me to in Italy.
When we were in Rome.
Yes, when we were in Rome.
Also because the name of this dish is Carciofi alla Romana, Roman style.
Unsurprisingly, it's from Rome. And what surprised me at the time, coming from the American store-bought artichokes that I was used to, and what might surprise a lot of people watching, depending on what kind of artichokes you've eaten in the past, is that you eat this whole dang thing from stem to stern.
And as you were surprised to eat all the artichokes, I was so surprised when I went to America to understand that most of the artichokes were impossible. It wasn't possible to eat them.
It's just normal there that you cook artichokes in some sort of way where you then take the petals and you kind of scrape the meat off of the petals, but there's an enormous part of the artichoke that you can't eat. They usually don't come with the stems at all, so you miss out on the stems, which is a great part. There is almost always the fibrous beard.
The barba.
I don't know what we call it in English. I don't know. Whatever it's called. In the middle that you have to scrape out. You have to peel most of the leaves off. And then what you're left with are petals that you can't even fully eat. That was normal for me. That's how I just thought artichokes were.
Harper, do you remember my mom?
Yes. Yeah. She saw artichokes. She was like, oh, I'm gonna make artichokes. But this, all right, tell us about this dish before we dig into it.
So this dish, as we said, is called the Carciofi alla Romana. We missed just one ingredient because to have the proper Carciofi alla Romana, we need to add some Roman mint.
Yeah, they have this special kind of,
very delicate mint. But one, is impossible to find in Calabria. Two, is not really season here for the mint. So I had to skip. But if you can find, put also some mint instead together with the parsley and the garlic.
Oh, super soft, super tender.
It's so tender that it just
I know.
breaks.
Yeah.
But this is the way in which it should be. They never disappoint. They are so simple to make.
It's a very simple recipe, yeah.
So easy. They are so full of flavor. Because, by the way, it's the artichokes that is full of flavor.
I don't know very many people who just don't like the flavor of artichokes. Like, they're delicious, everyone knows that they're delicious, but I think a lot of people, myself included, always steered away from making them because it's such a pain.
Not really, if you have the right...
I know, that's what I'm saying. If you have good artichokes and you can eat the whole thing and eating it isn't more like, it's so much work just to eat it, let alone to clean it and everything, and because you have to scoop out the thing and trim almost all of it away. But when they're like this, it's like you just cook it and eat it and it's delicious.
They melt in your mouth.
Yeah, and you feel like you're actually eating food and not just sort of like...
just sucking something.
And I'm kind of hoping with this video that maybe someone out there who knows more about agriculture can solve this mystery for us, because I'm really confused. I don't get it. It's like, why is it that the artichokes that we have in the US, I'm assuming in Canada, I don't know about other parts of the world, but like, why are they so inedible compared to these ones? Like, is it because it's a different kind of artichoke? Is it because they're just not as fresh? Is there someone out there do you grow your own artichokes and are they better? Like, I've tried to do some research and some people say it's because of the breed of artichokes, but that doesn't make sense to me because anyone who comes to Italy and has these, the first thought is like, oh, I'm just gonna bring these to the US and grow them. So like, why wouldn't they grow the same kind? Is it because they're like stale or they're grown in a greenhouse? Like, I don't know. I don't understand.
I could never understand why such a similar product, the same product, can be so different. Also, here in Italy, we have several kinds of artichokes.
Yeah.
The one that you find around Rome, actually, they are the best one. But we have artichokes in Calabria, in Sicily, in Sardinia, in Puglia, and all of them, by the way, are very, very good. Yeah. Here is a matter of, okay, you have the top quality, and you have all the rest that is pretty damn good. They come from Calabria, so, and I never understood why. There, it's all another story.
Now, if we haven't alienated you already completely by probably sharing a recipe that you probably won't be able to recreate at home, how about a couple more?
Just because we can.
Just because
we can.
Because we can.
I'm going to clean the artichokes like I did before with the two major differences. Number one, I will cut all the stem.
But you're still gonna use it, right?
Yes, sure. This time, instead of leave the artichokes like this, I'm going to cut it in 4 parts. And we put this into the wood. For this recipe, what we need is artichokes plus some potatoes. We can define it a sort of stew. It's a recipe that is shared between Sicily and Calabria. In a pot we put some olive oil. We can transfer in potatoes, our artichokes, how do you call them?
Artichokes.
Artichokes.
Just call them carciofi.
Yes, it's easier carciofi actually. We need a clove of garlic, parsley.
So garlic, parsley, and artichokes are definitely a thing, right?
See, and the black pepper. And it's such a combination that for us is given. When I went to buy the artichokes, the seller.
He has a food truck. He has a grocery truck that comes through town.
See? So I booked the artichokes before. He brought me the artichokes, and in each bag of the artichokes, he put a bunch of parsley, because he knows that artichokes and parsley, they go together. We add water. On a medium-low heat, we cook our stew until potatoes and artichokes, they are tender. It can take about half an hour, 35 minutes. Always depends from the artichokes. When the artichokes and the potatoes are tender, our stew is cooked. And how we can understand? Always with a knife.
This one is new to me. A new artichoke dish. I'm very excited.
So you see that still after so many years that you come to Italy, there are some new artichokes dish that you can eat.
That does not surprise me in the slightest, actually. What is this called?
This that doesn't really have a name.
Those are often the best recipes.
It's an artichoke stew that, as I said before, is shared between Sicily and Calabria. As you can see, it's very easy to make.
Yeah.
And there is one thing about that dish, that sometimes the potatoes are better than the artichokes, because
they absorb
all the flavor.
It's like pipi e patate.
See.
You get the flavor from the artichokes, but where do they go?
To the potatoes.
Into the potatoes. Buon appetito.
You know what I mean.
Yep.
You know what I mean.
I was expecting it to be not that different from Carciofi alla Romana.
Because the ingredients,
Because the ingredients are so similar, so it's just like, okay, like you added potatoes. No, it completely,
completely
changes everything.
The dish is completely has another taste. And those potatoes, as I said, maybe they are better than the artichokes.
Yeah.
And it's very difficult.
They have, and you can almost tell from the color, they have just absorbed so much artichoke flavor, and their potatoes are creamy and soft and delicious. I have always considered Carciofi alla Romana to be one of, not my favorite, we'll get there, one of my favorite artichoke dishes. I think maybe I like this one more. It's ironically less artichokes, and yet somehow more artichoke-y. I don't know how that's possible, but it is.
I don't want to say that it's a comfort food, because it's not a comfort food.
It's pretty comforting to me.
I don't know, it's like so easy also this to make that you don't expect so flavorful, a dish so flavorful with such a little effort.
With flowers.
Oh.
Now, I did hint earlier at my favorite artichoke dish, And I'm hoping that you wouldn't mind making that one next.
Are you meaning the one that comes from Mama Rosa?
That's exactly the one.
Okay. For this recipe, I cleaned the artichokes. I cleaned them for the stew. But in this case, I need to boil them. And I'm going to boil them until they are completely soft and tender.
I feel like the only thing you need to say at this point is that now it's time to Mama Rosa the artichokes.
Yes, this is what I was thinking.
She should have her own verb. Do you want to explain what it means to Mama Rosa something?
Add cheese and breadcrumbs. That is the secret of
That's
Mama.
the secret.
A lot of cheese and some breadcrumbs. So we start with some olive oil, a clove of garlic, medium heat. We can transfer also the artichokes in. And because it's an artichoke dish, we need some parsley. Now is the moment of the cheese. I'm going to use Parmigiano. If you prefer, you can use Pecorino. If you prefer, you can mix both. How much Parmigiano, how much Pecorino, depends how much you like the cheese. And as soon as the cheese is melted, we start to add breadcrumbs. Last but not least.
Last but definitely not least. Last but perhaps most.
This is a pretty easy dish. And also, okay, in America, when you go and buy the artichokes, maybe you buy one, you buy two. Here in the south of Italy, when we buy artichokes, we buy the artichokes in,
By the crate.
We don't buy one or two artichokes. We go 10 or more because usually they came in a bundle, a big bundle. So this is also a way in which actually you can have always artichokes there to cook because you boil them before and then you keep in the fridge and during the week you can make something like that.
Yeah.
Because otherwise after 2 days that the artichokes are trimmed.
Yeah, they'll go brown.
It's like you need to
bitter.
clean them fresh.
We've shared Mama Rosa recipes similar to this before with maybe something like Swiss chard, where she'll cook them with breadcrumbs and cheese. But when you do it with artichokes, it's just a whole other thing.
Because the artichokes, but you can't compare. I love Swiss chard, but you can't compare artichokes and Swiss chard.
Yeah. This is, you know what, maybe, because in the US, we never thought to try this, but in the US, you can buy the artichoke hearts, which is just the very tiniest little center of the artichoke
And then
that is edible.
Boil.
And maybe, well, I think they're already cooked when you buy them, but maybe, I'm not saying it will work, I'm just saying maybe someone out there wants to try doing this, but with the artichoke hearts. I don't know.
I never tried this, so
The
I
only way I
can't
can
say.
think to maybe try to recreate this.
I don't know, Alfred, let's go because I saw you.
Yeah, I'm just...
So stop talking and just go and eat. Buon
Buon
appetito.
appetito.
The artichoke is amazing. Then you add Parmigiano and breadcrumbs.
Yeah, already this method makes everything better when you're starting with artichokes. When that's your starting point. Like I said, this is probably my favorite artichoke recipe, and for sure the one that we eat the most when artichokes are in season.
Also because my mom, she buys artichokes when they are in season every single day. Starting from Christmas, ending after Easter, every single day she buys artichokes because she loves artichokes to death. We should just 3 ways in which you can cook artichokes. But let's be honest, you can spend 4 months cooking artichokes every day, making every day one different thing.
We know that a lot of these recipes are not super accessible for many of you watching, and we're really sorry about that. But if you are curious and want to learn more about some other Italian artichoke recipes, then give this video a thumbs up. Let us know that you like it. It helps, and then maybe we'll come back and do a sequel someday.
Like, this is the beginner, and then
Yeah.
we start because we miss one of the most traditional way.
I was about to say.
Frying them.
I was about to say.
Frying them.
If you do want to try any of these artichoke recipes, we will put them all down in the video description below. And if you do try them, tag us in a picture on Instagram, Facebook, or over on Patreon. Like this pasta grammarian. Colin made an excellent looking Parmigiana di Melanzane.
You were right to specify, because the real Parmigiana is Parmigiana di Melanzane, and Colin, he did an amazing job. But believe me, he didn't try yet, but believe me, the Parmigiana di Carciofi, the artichoke Parmigiana, he can be even better than the artichoke.
You can do an artichoke Parmigiana?
Yes, Harper, you can.
Okay, guys, we need to go. Thank you for watching. Have to go do some research for the next video. All right, we'll see you guys next time.
Ciao.
Ciao.
Wait, I need to go and call Saro.
Say, and book some more artichokes. When will they go out of season?
Very soon.
Really soon? Yeah, book as many as you can.
All the Saros field.
Yeah. Just eat as many as we can while we can.